ليس البر أن تولوا وجوهكم قبل المشرق والمغرب ولكن البر من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر والملائكة والكتاب والنبيين وآتى المال على حبه ذوي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وابن السبيل والسائلين وفي الرقاب وأقام الصلاة وآتى الزكاة والموفون بعهدهم إذا عاهدوا والصابرين في البأساء والضراء وحين البأس أولئك الذين صدقوا وأولئك هم المتقون.
It is not righteousness, that you turn your faces to the east or the west, but truly righteous is he, who believes in Allah, and the last day, and the angels, and the book, and the prophets, and spends his money for love of him, on the kindred, and the orphans, and the needy, and the wayfarer, and those who ask for charity, and for ransoming the captives, and who observes prayer, and pays the zakat, and those who fulfill their promise when they have made one, and the patient in poverty and afflictions, and the steadfast in time of war. It is these who have proved truthful, and it is these who are the God-fearing. Holy Qur'an chapter 2 verse 178.
Is there a list of basic Muslim beliefs?
Yes. The kalima itself is known as the brief expression of faith. It summaries the basic Muslim beliefs, which are 5 in number. These are belief in, number 1. God, who possess the most perfect and excellent qualities. Number 2. Angels, who act upon the heart of each person, inspiring him to do good. Number 3. Prophets and messengers of God, sent to all nations of the world, who taught virtue by their own high moral example. Number 4. Books of God, which were revealed to all the nations through their respective prophets, containing guidance on how man should live and conduct himself. Number 5. Life after death, when each person shall become conscious of all the deeds, good or bad, he or she did in this life, and shall face the consequences.
What is the most important point Islam teaches about belief?
It is this, that belief does not just mean believing something in one's heart, but also acting on the belief. Mere faith counts for nothing, if not carried into practice. The purpose of belief is to show us what to do in practice. No belief, by itself, can bring salvation.
How does this apply to the 5 beliefs of Islam?
It applies as follows. Number 1, belief in God. We should try to perfect ourselves and acquire the best qualities. Number 2, belief in angels. We should follow our good thoughts and impulses. Number 3, belief in prophets and messengers of God. We should try to model our lives on the examples of the righteous ones in all the nations on earth. Number 4, belief in books of God. We should follow all the truths in whatever scripture or religion they may be found. Number 5, belief in life after death. We should remember that all our actions, good and bad, open and secret, will be judged.
What are the basic practices a Muslim has to perform?
In order to submit to God and to be at peace with fellow beings, a Muslim has to perform certain duties to God and to fellow beings. The duties to God are: Number 1. Prayer. Number 2. Fasting. Number 3. Pilgrimage to Mecca. The duty to fellow beings is to spend one's resources, time, energy, money, etc. for the welfare of others, in particular, to give a part of one's wealth to help those in need, known as giving zakat, a charity tax.
What is the main point to remember about these practical duties?
It is that the purpose of performing these duties is to draw us closer to God and to lead us to do good to others and refrain from wrongdoing in our daily lives. Therefore, we should carry out these duties, not as rituals, but remembering God from the bottom of our hearts. Performing these acts of worship can only benefit us if we use them as the basis for improving our character and conduct in daily life. If a person prays and fasts, but fails to do good and give up bad habits, his prayer and fasting will be useless.